Hi, Denise Dryden from Whitefish, Montana. I'm practicing my own shock event this morning. I'm trying to get this set up and everything crashes and I go, well, okay, so I'm starting about 5 minutes later today. So the weather outside is an incredible winter storm. It looks like we're going to get 30 inches minimum. And it's kind of nice to snuggle in here in front of the fireplace and keep talking to you. I'm not going out there to do live presentations until the weather gets warmer. So today I want to talk about shock events. And in this last week, we had some pretty dramatic things happen that caused us to sort of whirl around and go, what the heck, what is he doing? What's our country doing? And sort of tipped us over into a little bit of a chaotic disarray. And so I was looking it up, and Heather Cox Richardson, she's that history professor from Boston College, did a really good job of naming what a shock effect is, or shock event. So a shock event is designed explicitly to divide people who might otherwise come together so that they cannot stand against something that the author or authors think that we won't like. So what it is it's sort of a sleight of hand, it's a bait and switch, it's creating an explosion over here so that all of our attention goes over there while we do something on this end that we know that you don't want to do. We know that you don't like, we know that you may not even support. And so this is a distraction to get us away from the real issues and the real agenda. And it's designed to throw each of us individually, collectively, our society into chaos, absolute chaos, with no clear idea of who to blame. There's a lot of finger pointing, there's a lot of division, and it creates havoc. And I wanted to talk about this today because it's a way of destroying something too. It's a way of bringing something to the surface, and we'll get to that as we go along. So, this isn't unusual. It's been used in politics, it's been used in businesses, it's been used in family structures, which is to deliberately distract, creating an upheaval, creating uncertainty, and we go into this knee-jerk reaction and we become ungrounded. We start hanging out in our heads, and we talked about this last week, processing everything from the neck up in a panic, sort of fight or flight energy. And like I said, it's sort of that old divide and conquer, strategy that they used in the Middle Ages, and they've used for years. Is you can draw a line down the middle, get them to fight with each other, then you can quietly and secretly do what you want to do. And the reason I bring this up is that, no one is interested in playing this game except for the authors of it, the ones who want us to go into chaos. And so instead of spending more time on the political system or going through business and how it happens in the stock market or what happens with corporations, I wanted to bring it right down into the familial system. And I've worked with adolescents and young adults for over 20 years now. And it's not an uncommon thing to see a conscious or even unconscious effort at putting a shock event into a family system, exploding it. So how does that happen? So let's just say that we have a family that has the presence of strife. Something's not working. Mom and dad really aren't getting along. There's been a lot of fighting, whether it's publicly in front of the children or silently. There's nothing working right now between mom and dad. Or maybe one parent or both parents are working way too many hours and no one's really home minding the store. Maybe one person's picking up all the slack and getting exhausted and resentful, and one person's working all the time, or both people are working. Another scenario might be that one person in the family, one of the parents, is hiding, using, has this secretive affair or drug use or something that no one, sort of like the elephant in the room, no one wants to talk about. Or on the very simplest level, mom and dad aren't on the same page. They aren't in agreement on any level about what needs to happen on a schedule or on discipline or on anything. So along comes Junior. You know, whether we'll just call him Junior, and he's the teen who has an agenda. He wants more time with his friends. He wants to get out from underneath the not the financial, the academic pressure of performance. Hey, how are your grades? How are you doing? Did you do your homework? All of those things that happen. Maybe maybe Junior's been escalating in drug and alcohol use and has been breaking rules, and mom and dad are getting really frustrated, but mom and dad don't know what to do. So in comes the shock event. So Junior throws in an argumentative issue like, hey, I want to go out with my friends and I don't want to come home tonight. And, well, where are you going to be? I'm not giving you the number. I'm not, I want my own freedom. I want my own autonomy. Or underneath the surface, I'm going to go play, party, use, don't want to be responsible for coming home, don't want to get yelled at by you guys, so I'm just going to blow through your rules. And when mom and dad put the front up, which is, maybe you need to be home by midnight, or you can't take the car, or I don't agree, and this and that, then Junior throws in the bomb. Well, if you were even here, if you even cared, by the way, dad doesn't really work as much as you think he does. He's doing blah, blah, blah. Or, mom, did you tell dad about the thing you bought that you didn't want anybody to know? And all of a sudden the parents go, what? And they look at each other and they go, what the hell? You didn't tell me? And then they, and Junior goes, score, saunters off, goes to his room, plays some music, slips out the window, and does what he wants to do anyway, because mom and dad are so busy doing this, fighting with each other. So how is that different than our current political system? It's like whenever you want to do something that no one's really paying attention to, you drop a bomb into it, you watch it explode, and then you do what you want to do. Because that's the strategy that we've been using for hundreds of years, and it's worked. And now we see it at its very core level, on the familial level. So when this teen gets away with that, it's also a message, which is, hey, by the way, we're not on the same page. And if we're not on the same page, or we don't even like each other, or we don't even trust each other, how are we going to come to some kind of collaborative co-creating in parent space, or in leadership, or in partnership in anything that we do? And so this bomb is often this messenger, this thing that says, it's time to start ending our division. It's time to start paying attention. And it's meant to break down patterns and levels of coping skills and structures that don't work anymore. So what if we were to look at this as a gift? That it's waking us up. It's making us pay attention. It's making us decide, do I want to find out more about what my children think, about what my spouse thinks, about what my neighbor thinks, about what my community thinks, what they feel? So I had a dear friend remind me of the crosswalk rules. Stop, look, and listen. Stop, pause, pay attention. What's going on? Identify what's going on in your body. What's happening to me emotionally when someone drops this bomb in and says, pshh. It's an event or it's a shock event that's meant to tip me, make me, turn me out of balance, make me spin and reel, and doubt myself. So stop, pause, pay attention, check in emotionally, find out what's going on. Am I in fight or flight? What do I need to do? Look around from the calm place. What do I notice? While they're doing that over there, I'm also noticing that everything got quiet over here. So what's going on over there? And I don't know if you've ever had that experience that when you really actually become quiet and you pay attention, you notice things you never saw before. They're right there. Just sort of going, by the way, did you see this? And then, this paying attention in a new way. Use your tools. Use your wisdom from a non-reactive place. Which means, how do I stay in a centered, calm, non-reactive place and watch what's going on, and then embody that be present, be open, be receptive, be aware, be intuitive. These are all those amazing feminine qualities that we are striving in our culture to embody. And we're being asked why these bombs, these political bombs, these socioeconomic issues, all of these things that are enraging us right now, to stop, look, listen. Pull up that feminine wisdom and see what you can do with it. So don't turn it off. Stay in wisdom. Stay in non-reaction. And then take wise action. So I had 2 quotes come in today, this morning, while I was writing this. One is to have the spiritual wherewithal to react with wisdom. And the other is from Pema Chodron, which is, war and peace start in the heart. Whether the heart is open or whether the heart is closed, it has global implications. So I'm going to invite you today to, when you see a shock event, when you see an explosion of something that enrages you, check in. Find out what's going on. Why does that enrage me? What am I going to do about that? Get calm. Use your skills and come at your action from a place of wisdom and compassion and curiosity and collaboration. So that's the message for today. Enjoy your Sunday. Enjoy the Super Bowl. Enjoy all that we have. And I'm going to head out and do some cross-country skiing out in this because the snow is so fresh and it's wonderful. Have a wonderful day. If you want to get a hold of me, I forgot, I better put a tagline on there. If you want to get a hold of me today, or get a hold of me, you can check out DeniseDrydenCoaching.com. You can find other videos that I'm doing, or you can even give me a call and let's talk about coaching. So take care. Bye-bye.